Hello, basketball fans, and welcome to another edition of Eagle Basketball right here on your neighborhood network, Cable 12, as Franklin County brings their 8-11 record into tonight's contest as they play host to the Colonels of William Fleming High School, who bring a 14-3 mark into this game. They've met one time earlier in the season, back on January the 14th, with William Fleming coming away with a 60-34 victory in that contest. Starting to close down, Franklin County having just two more ball games after this one in the regular season. Fleming with two as well against rival Patrick Henry, and they'll close out their regular season against Lord Bonatop. But I'm Kevin Tosh, Mike Doyle alongside me, Jamie Singleton on the camera. And Mike, it seems like we are a broken record every time we get together. Nothing easy in this Blue Ridge District. Boys, girls, it doesn't matter. You're going to have to come to fight each and every night you come out here on the court.
Sure are, and it's a different challenge every night. Tonight, the Eagles are going to face, looks like without their big man underneath, they're going to face some trouble trying to get the ball inside underneath. Going to have to rely a lot on that outside shooting, I think, and we'll see how hot these Eagles are. Facing a good William Fleming team, can shoot outside and run with the best of them.
Absolutely. As you said, Franklin County looks like they're going to be without a couple starters in this one, but we're going to be right back. We've got about 4 minutes before we tip this one off, so we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back, introduce our starting lineups, and tip this game off. You're watching Eagle Basketball right here on your neighborhood network, Cable 12. There you have our starting lineups for tonight. Recapping quickly, first for the William Fleming Colonels, number 12, Kenai Turner, 15, Christian Good, 24, Donovan St. Justy, 32, A.J. Fuller, and 34, Deshaun Grogan. And for your Franklin County Eagles, we're going to have number 4, Tyshawn Ziegler, number 5, Josh Luckett, number 14, Bryce Witcher, number 20, Hunter Kennedy, and number 33, Desmond Hudson. And it's going to be St. Justy and Tyshawn Ziegler meeting at midcourt, and the Colonels will control the opening tip-off. It looks like Franklin County is going to be without Richard Law, also Khalik Witcher and Emilian Holland all out, and Jake Wright continues to be sidelined with that injury. We'll see if William Fleming can get started too long on the first. And Tyshawn Ziegler pulls down the rebound opportunity here for the Eagles to strike first on the Franklin Finance scoreboard.
Both these teams small but quick, and we'll see how this game goes. I feel like it'll be a lot of running. Hunter Kennedy trying to get it started from outside.
That was off the back of the iron, no good. Rebound pulled down by Good. He's going to work it in the corner to Grogan. Grogan slows things down, looks to pull back, works it to Good, and we're going to see the Colonels slow things down here, working the half-court offense. Kenai Turner running the point. Not a lot of movement on the offensive end for the Colonels. Double clutch, work it around the outside. Here's going to be a long three. That one's going to be off target by Grogan. Offensive board put back, and that's going to be a travel on Donovan St. Justy. So we have something on the court there. Have our blind guys taking care of things. Again, good calls, bad calls, no calls, and our officials all season long. Brought to you by the good folks at Budget Blinds, a style for every season, a style for every point of view. So be sure to get those new window coverings. They'll come in. They'll be sure to show you all their wonderful window covering options. They'll do all the measurements. They'll do the installation. All you have to do is sit back and open those beautiful window coverings each and every day. That's going to be the first points of the night. Desmond Hudson will open up our scoring, putting the Eagles on top 2-0. 6:30 left to play here in the first. Good start here for Franklin County.
Hudson, a 6-foot junior, getting the Eagles started.
Offensive board pulled down. Bucket will be good by A.J. Fuller. That'll be his first 2 points. And he will be going to the line to shoot the bonus.
That one is on number 33, Hudson.
Good deciphering there, Mike. First attempt here by Fuller. Off the front of the iron, no good. We're all tied at 2, 6:15 left to play here in the first quarter. That bucket will be good. 4-2, Franklin County with the lead.
Bryce Witcher with his first 2 of the night.
Good quick ball movement here. Franklin County's going to tie it up underneath the basket. Jump ball and possession error in favor of the Eagles.
Luckett with good quick hands to tie up the Fleming player. Didn't see who that was, but.
So Franklin County an opportunity to extend the lead out here, up 4-2 on the Franklin Finance scoreboard. 5:40 left to play in this first quarter. Good drive there, kicks it right back out. Hudson's going to look to drive, works it around. And tough defense there, stolen away by St. Justine. And he's going to miss the bucket, but will be fouled. Foul's going to be on 14. That's going to be Bryce Witcher, his first. Second team foul. And that will put St. Justine on the line shooting 2.
St. Justine had an open layup there. Not a bad foul for Witcher to take that layup away. We'll see if he can make good on the free throws.
No doubt about that. First one cuts the lead to 1.
That's his first, team foul number 2.
It's his first point of the night. Opportunity here to add another one to it. He will do just that. A perfect 2 for 2 from the line. Ties us up at 4 on the Franklin Finance scoreboard. 5:26 left to play in the first quarter. Good ball movement here. Ziegler's going to look to drive. He's going to lose it, but he will be fouled on the play. It's going to be Kenai Turner with his first. That's going to put Tyshawn Ziegler on the line shooting 2. His first opportunities to enter into the scorebook here. Ziegler makes the most of that one.
Nice touch there. Good and smooth release.
It's his first point of the night. Ziegler will miss the second.
Hunter Kennedy coming up with that offensive rebound. Couldn't make good on it.
Brogan with the block. He's the one handling the basketball here. Good dip-off pass. Foul will be called. Wait for the official score here. Bucket will be good.
Basket counts, and Eagle foul called on number 20, Hunter Kennedy.
Foul's going to be on number 20, Hunter Kennedy. That'll be his first. Third team foul of the half.
That's a nice assist there by Fuller.
Free throw is no good. It's going to be Luckett working it into the corner. Good jump off to Hudson. He'll be fouled, taking it to the basket. Good hard move there. Foul will be on 32, A.J. Fuller. His first. Second team foul is going to put Desmond Hudson at the line. Sink the first. He has 3 points. Ties the game up at 6. Opportunity to put Franklin County back on top. He does not. Franklin County 2 for 3 from the charity stripe early in this one with 4:40 left to play in the first quarter. Long 3 here. That one's going to be off the mark by Grogan. Long rebound pulled down by Tyshawn Ziegler. He'll look to push here.
Fleming not being able to get the outside shots to fall yet.
Tough defense.
Are getting plenty of opportunities, open opportunities out there.
Good take to the basket. Will be blocked by Good. St. Justine will check out. Saquon Bannister, number 3, will check in for the Colonels. Hudson works it around the outside. Lots of quick ball movement here, but tough man-to-man defense by the Colonels early. Works it to the outside. Luckett had an open look there, off target. Halfway through the first quarter, 4 minutes left. Here's a long 3. That's off the front of the iron board, pulled down by Good, but it will find its way into the hands of the Eagles. Quickly across to Tyshawn Ziegler. An offensive foul is the call. That'll be his first.
Offensive foul called on number 4, Tyshawn Ziegler. That's his first. Team foul number 4.
Good positioning there by the Colonels to draw the foul. Ziegler will check out. Jacob Stockton will check in. Samir Elliott will also check in. Josh Luckett will check out.
Eagles setting up a 3-2 zone defense there.
Ball's going to be tied up. Jump ball possession arrow in favor of the Colonels.
A lot of quick hands out there causing these jump balls.
Bannister looks to inbound here to Turner. Both teams looking to find some sort of rhythm. We're all tied up at 6 with 3:30 left to play here in the first quarter.
Zone defense is going to keep them outside. They're going to have to make those shots.
That one's going to be stripped away. Opportunity here for Franklin County as Elliott brings it up the floor. Dumps it off to Witcher. He will slow things down here in the half court. High post screen there, but this man-to-man defense by the Colonels is tough to break, and that's going to be a big block coming from the weak side by St. Justine.
Yeah.
That's going to be the second foul on Bryce Witcher. Have substitution here. Noah Schaefer will check in for Franklin County. We're going to have Deshaun Grogan checking in for the Colonels. Work the ball into Grogan, around to Turner. Wanting to get it into the corner, they're able to do so. That one's going to be short-armed. Good job fighting for it there is Hudson. A lot of contact underneath. No call by the blind guys. And quickly will work in transition. Grogan up and over.
This follows up by Bannister.
Bannister will break this 6-6 tie, putting the Colonels on top 8-6. 2:20 left to play here in the first quarter. Good drive there by Jacob Stockton. That'll be his first 2 points of the night. Just as quickly as we were seeing the Colonels take the lead, Franklin County pulls it back, all tied up at 8. Colonels doing everything right to break this zone. Quick passes around the outside, but just have not been able to get the shots to fall. That's a hard pass inside. Stockton will steal that one away, making his presence known coming in off the bench. We'll work it up to Schaefer. A lot of contact there. Again, no call, Mike. Letting them play here in the latter half of the first quarter.
And a touch foul by Hunter Kennedy.
As I said, Mike, it's about time Hunter Kennedy picked up his second foul. He'll check you out. At the line, number 34, Deshaun Grogan. Will sink the first. Evan Hahn and Mason Bowling will check in for the Eagles. The First point of the night for Grogan. Also going to see Luckett check in, Hudson check out.
Turn the game, number 5, Josh Luckett.
Prepare for the second here from Deshaun Grogan. Looking to put the Colonels in double digits. Turn right back over to the Colonels.
Schaefer stepping on the end line.
Colonels able to quickly get the inbounds pass in. There's a long three by Bannister. That one's off target. Luckett picks up the long rebound, is working in transition. Works it around to Bowling. They'll dump it off and work the offense through Elliott. Poked away, Luckett finds the loose ball, works it back to Elliott in the corner. Back to Bowling. In the corner, long three, that's Bowling there with the three. That one's off target. Long outlet pass going to be stolen away by Bowling. And Elliott will slow things down. 1 minute left to play here in the first quarter. Schaefer looks to drive. Kicks it back out to Luckett, loses the handle. Hahn able to pick up the loose ball. Has that one stolen away by St. Justine. Contact, no call, put back, no good. No. We're going to have a technical foul. We'll let the officials, the blind guys, sort this one out, Mike.
Yeah, I don't think they got a technical. I think it got.
So the foul's going to be on Luckett. That'll be his first.
And he was not shooting, so it's a 1-1.
Number 5, Josh Luckett, that's his first. Team foul number 7.
Gonna put Grogan back on the line, shooting the 1-1. He has 1 point, 1 for 2 from the line.
I tell you, like you said, there's nothing easy out there tonight. Good hands by both teams, making it tough for both teams to get passes underneath, and when they do, they collapse on them and really give them a time. And that time, Luckett just got hung with a arm across the forearm. Makes Grogan do it the hard way.
Got Corey Brown, number 20, and 22, Malachi Johnson, checking the ball game for the Colonels. Second shot upcoming here for Grogan. He will miss that one. Turn it over to the Eagles. Christian
Out on Brown that time.
Christian Good will check in. Franklin County will be working with 25 seconds left here in the first quarter. Colonels up 10-8 on the Franklin Finance scoreboard. Luckett drops it off to Elliott, fires the three. That one off target. That's going to be out of bounds on Good. Turns it back over to the Eagles. So they'll have an opportunity here, reset with 9 seconds left here in the first.
Plenty of time to set up a play here and get a good open shot.
Work it around to Elliott, 5 seconds. Around the outside, gonna have to look for the shot. And it will be no good, and after 1 quarter of play, Colonels on top, 10-8. We're gonna be right back with second quarter action. You're watching Eagle basketball right here on your neighborhood network, Cable 12. Back now to start the second quarter with the Colonels up 10-8. Low scoring first quarter there, Mike. Both teams had lots of opportunities to put points on the Franklin Finance scoreboard. shots not really falling for either team. As you see,
That one's
case
in
in
and
point
out.
there, Schaefer all over the rim. Can't get it to fall. The Colonels will look for their first point of the second quarter. They'll work it around to Jackson. In the corner, working inside, poked away by Luckett. Then Luckett was taken down. Here's a long pass, going to be corralled up.
It was a nice save down there for Bowling to keep that one from getting out of bounds. Walking that fine inline down there.
C.J. Good, that's his first. Team foul.
First foul on C.J. Good.
Josh Luckett.
Luckett adds that one. Ties us back up at 10. Back and forth ball game all throughout this first half. Neither team able to extend their lead out. Works it into the corner, round the outside to Jackson. Dumps it off to Brown. Quickly work it inside, back outside to Brown. He fires the three off the back of the iron. Long rebound pulled down.
Oh, nice move there by Christian Good. It's his first 2 points tonight.
Up and under. Driving the baseline, puts the Colonels back on top 12-10. That one's going to be poked away. Witcher will try to keep it inbounds, but will turn it over. Tyshawn Ziegler as well. Jacob Stockton will check in for Franklin County. Flip it over. St. Justine will check in for the Colonels. He will handle the basketball. Quick inbounds, kicked back out, loses the handle on it. Ball is bouncing the way of the Colonels. They're putting themselves in position. There's going to be an opportunity for Franklin County to score in transition. They do. That's Bryce Witcher, his 4th point. Ties us back up at 12. Lots of action on the floor tonight. Both teams playing up-tempo basketball. Long cross-court passes. Floater into the lane, does not fall. Kicked out, foul will be called.
Over the back. Just St. Justine.
Donovan St. Justine, that's his first.
That'll be his first 4th team foul here of the half. Working around the outside, long three here. That's off the front of the iron. Rebound pulled down by Grogan. We'll see if the Colonels try to slow things down. That one's going to be poked away by Elliott. As we said, the Colonels have used that quick passing to try and break up this zone. They've had a couple of good looks, but they've also taken some really contested shots and not been patient with the basketball.
And with those good hands underneath, that's number 15, Good.
C.J. Good.
With his 4th point of the night. But they're really having a hard time getting the ball inside against this good hands defense of Franklin County. Same on the other end as well.
Going to be stolen away by Jackson. It's going to stay with the Colonels.
Elliott breaking that play up.
Elliott will check out. Hahn will also check out. Luckett and Schaefer will check in. They'll work it around the outside. Good ball movement trying to break the zone. Work it inside. Get backed up to Jackson. I'll tell you, Coach Mickey Hardy not happy with his Colonels. Looking to make some changes. Here's a long three. That one's going to be good. St. Justine with his 7th point. First three of the ball game. It is a big one there, pushing the lead out to 5, 17-12. We're going to have a second foul on St. Justine here.
Yeah, nothing will break up a zone defense any quicker than 3-point shots like that one.
Franklin County's going to take a timeout. We'll take 1, 2, 3:54 left to play here in the first half. Colonels on top 7-12. Going to be right back. You're watching Eagle basketball right here on your neighborhood network, Cable 12. Following the Franklin County timeout, it will be Eagle basketball. They found themselves in a 5-point deficit with 3:53 left to play here in the first half. It's going to be Stockton handling the basketball, dumps it off to Kennedy. Has that one stolen away by Bannister.
St. Justine wide open.
9 points now for St. Justine. And the Colonels starting to pull away. Their lead now extended out to 7. Good ball movement. Luckett, floater in the lane. That's going to be good. 4 points now for Josh Luckett. That will break a scoring drought the Eagles had saw through the middle part here of the second quarter. And it will be Franklin County basketball. Again, Mike, one of those opportunities that's either got to be an offensive foul or a defensive foul.
Something's got to happen, you would think.
But I think in order not to call the offensive foul, he called it out of bounds on the Colonels. It's Luckett playing at a high tempo. Kennedy's going to drop it around. They'll set the offense up. A lot of motion. Good screen there, works it back to Luckett. This man-to-man defense for the Colonels is relentless. Ziegler has to chase that one down after it's poked away by Turner. Good defensive possession here for.
Got to go meet him. He takes up that dribble. Something's got to happen.
Ziegler's going to drive, drops it off to Stockton, who finally found some space. Short arms that one. St. Justine comes away with the rebound. He will bring the ball up the floor, dumps it off to Turner. And 2 minutes left to play in the half. Long three there. Off the front of the iron. Ziegler comes away with the rebound. He's going to look to drive. That one does not fall. That's the night the Eagles have been having. In transition, that one doesn't fall by St. Justine, and it will stay with the Colonels.
2 perfect opportunities, one on each side there, and just can't get them to fall.
Desmond Hudson's going to check in along with A.J. Fuller.
Justine taking a rest with 9 points. Leading all scores.
Approaching 1:40 left to play in the half. Colonel's working it around the outside. Good drive down the baseline. Gets it to fall. That's Deshaun Grogan with his 4th point. We've got an injured Eagle on the floor. That looks to be Hunter Kennedy. We're going to step aside. 1:25 left to play. You're watching Eagle basketball right here on your neighborhood network, Cable 12. Kennedy will make his way to the end of the bench. Hope that young man is okay. Evan Hahn will check in his replacement with 1:20 left to play here in the second quarter. Works it inside to Hahn, finds positioning. He picks up his first 2 points of the night, and Franklin County cuts the lead to 5.
Eagles struggling with injuries down there. Got 4 on the bench. They could sure use out there. Shaquan Bannister sinking a bank shot.
And the slice on that one. That will put the lead out to 8. Hudson's going to look to drive, absorbs the contact. Hahn fires the 3. That's off the front of the iron. Stolen away by Hudson. A little too strong on the pass there. Can't be handled by Hahn. We've got 30 seconds left to play. Coach Hardy wants his Colonels to hold for the last shot. I tell you, if I'm the Colonels, I'm holding for the last shot if that's what Coach Hardy wants me to do.
I would too, I think.
A long-standing coach there at William Fleming High School. Inside of 10 seconds left to play now in the half. It's going to be Grogan working it in the corner to Bannister. Swings it around to Turner. Pull-up jumper. That one's going to be off the mark. And at the half, the Colonels up by 8, 24-16. We're going to be back to wrap up our first half scoring. Have our Rocky Mount Chiropractic halftime adjustment. You're watching Eagle Basketball right here on your neighborhood network, Cable 12. You see the Lady Eagle cheerleaders, as at the halftime it is 24-16 in favor of the Colonels. Recapping our first half scoring, first leading the Colonels, Donovan St. Justine with 9 points. 5 for Saquon Bannister off the bench, 4 for Deshaun Grogan, 4 for Christian Good, and 2 for A.J. Fuller, bringing them to their halftime score of 24. Flip it over and you look at the Eagles. Josh Luckett and Bryce Witcher each with 4. 3 points for Desmond Hudson, 2 points for Jacob Stockton and Evan Hahn, and a single free throw for Tyshawn Ziegler. Brings them to their halftime score of 16. It was a 10-8 ball game after the first quarter. Then the Colonels outscored Franklin County 14-8 there in the second to bring us to our halftime score of 24-16. Mike, still a good ball game here in the Blue Ridge District. Franklin County's found themselves in an 8-point hole. What do they need to do here in the second half to draw this one closer and have a shot at coming away with the win?
Going to have to start sinking some of those open shots. They've gotten several good opportunities inside and outside and doing a great job of keeping the ball away from the Fleming Colonels inside especially, but just are not getting those outside shots to fall. Luckett with 4. And most of those, I think one of those outside, one of them inside. But he's taking the ball inside and finding himself open. But when he's taking those shots, those shot blockers of the Fleming Colonels are there and giving him a fit on that. So we're going to I think Luckett's going to maybe have to take a step back and take those outside shots, and they've got to fall. Now, as far as Fleming goes, they're doing a great job, but they are not. Their outside shooters are not sinking them. I think Justine had 1 3, and the rest of them has pretty well been shut out all night. I don't think you're going to see that in the second half. I feel like that this Fleming team will come out and sink a few of those, so they're going to have to keep that defense on them close. The 3-2 zone defense has worked really good for them so far, but that's because those three-pointers have not been falling. If they start falling, they're going to have to expand that zone defense and get out in their face.
Absolutely, and that's our Rocky Mount Chiropractic halftime adjustment. Brought by the fine folks at Rocky Mount Chiropractic. Dr. Marlene Skillen and Dr. Kim Skillen, you bring you the best in chiropractic care right here in the heart of Franklin County. Their office located across from the beautiful campus of Franklin County High School. Whether it's a sports injury, motor vehicle accident, or you just need that basic tune-up, be sure to give the folks at Rocky Mount Chiropractic a call. They can help you get or keep your head on straight. And while we've been talking, you've been getting a great shot of some of the students over there in the Eagles Nest who have donned their country farm attire for tonight to cheer on the Eagles. Also had a good shot of a good friend of Cable 12 in Brian Luckett and his young man there. Good to see Brian out here tonight. But at the half, 24-16, the Colonels out on top. We're going to be right back with third quarter action. You're watching Eagle basketball right here on your neighborhood network, Cable 12. To start the second half with the Colonels up by 8, 24-16. If you're just joining us, it will be Colonels basketball to start the second half. Hudson able to save that one off of Grogan.
Good heads-up play there by Hudson.
And like we were talking at the half, if either team can start getting these shots to fall, it could become very lopsided very quickly, as that's what's kept this game close. That one is off the front of the iron. Rebound pulled down by St. Justine. They'll dump it off to A.J. Fuller. Draws the contact, but is able to get the pass around. Looks like that's going to be Christian Good with his sixth.
Nice play. Could have been called an offensive foul there. Probably a good no call.
So we'll see if Franklin County can put a mark on the Franklin Finance scoreboard. A lot of contact once again. That one's stolen away by Hudson. Hudson's going to dump it back off to Bryce Witcher. He'll look to set this offense up. 10-point ball game now, and that one's going to be stolen in transition. Kenai Turner has it deflected away. Good defensive effort there by Tyshawn Ziegler to get back and force that ball out of bounds.
Looked like maybe Turner was setting up for the dunk. Good defensive play there by Ziegler to knock that one away.
Good quick passing there. Gets the ball in the hands of A.J. Fuller. He'll pick up his fourth point of the game, and we're starting to see this, Mike, as the Colonels have scored the first 4 points of the half, and they've extended their lead out to 12. See if Franklin County can respond. Stockton, he's going to hit the big three. It's his second big shot of this ball game at a quality time, and no better time than that for Stockton to come in and to make that shot, Mike.
Absolutely. That was perfect timing. May get something going there. Speaking of perfect timing, Kevin, that play was brought to you by perfect timing. And there's another one by Grogan.
Yeah, 7 points.
7 points. But now is the perfect time to buy or sell your single-family dwelling. Call Christina Deffelbaugh at 540-420-0485. Now is the time to make your move. Or you can email Christina at christina.drealtor@yahoo.com. Nice play there by Bryce Witcher for his 6 point. That's christina.drealtor@yahoo.com. Guys, it's all about timing. And that play was brought to you by Christina Deffelbaugh at Weichert Realty.
Lid has come off the basket. Trading bucket. C.J. Good adds another one there. Pushes the lead back out to 12. The scoring. It's been back and forth on the last 3 possessions. Let's see if Franklin County can continue Hudson works it to Luck at top of the key, around to Ziegler. Back to Stockton. He's going to set his feet. Fires the three, no doubt about that one. He now has 8 points, back-to-back threes. And that's one way, Mike, that we were talking about Franklin County being able to get back in this ball game, is finding that range from deep.
And Stockton taking a step out front there, hitting from the top of the key. Could make a difference in this ball game.
Colonels have had a response for each Franklin County bucket. Ziegler will deflect that one away. We have substitutions here. Samir Elliott and Evan Hahn will check in. Bryce Witcher and Desmond Hudson will check out. Long inbounds pass here to Turner. Works it into the corner, quickly gets it underneath. Good positioning there. Good foul by Ziegler. He was out of positioning. That'll be his second. First foul of the half.
Yeah, Ziegler out of position on his back hip. Not a good place to be underneath like that. St. Justy will have an opportunity to get his 10th and 11th points.
He will miss the
Didn't
first.
get to 10th.
It's 2 for 4 from the charity stripe. Coach Herring pleading his case with the blind guys. St. Justy using that arm to gain position. 10 points now for St. Justy. It's back out to a 10-point ball game with 4 minutes left to play here in the third quarter. Stolen in transition. A.J. Fuller will lay that one in. He now has 6 points. Now will push the lead out to 12. Franklin County cannot let the Colonels get into a rhythm. Hall's going to have that one blocked away by Good. And it will quickly work its way up to Bannister off the glass. He now has 7 points. They are coming fast and furious. Coach Herring going to need to take a timeout. This team down by 14. We had an 8-point game at the half. The Colonels have outscored Franklin County 12-6 here in the third.
With the quickness of these Colonels, they are not having to rely on the outside shot, but Luckett really adding to the opportunities for Franklin County there.
He now has 7 points. That's his first 3 of the game. A lot of contact there, no call. Loose ball will find its way into the hands of Jacob Stockton. Franklin County will look to bring the ball across midcourt. They'll work it around the outside.
Bannister coming out on Stockton quickly that time. He's seen 2 fall over his head.
Now a foul on the play. Foul's going to be on 24, Donovan St. Justy. That'll be his 3rd, Mike.
That's right.
And that'll put Luckett on the line shooting 2.
Eagles probably wouldn't like to have anybody any more than Josh Luckett standing on the free throw line. Cool cucumber.
He'll sink the first, now has 8 points. This is his first trip to the charity stripe. Cuts the lead to 10, can make it single-digit lead here with this one. Sinks that one. Makes it a 9-point ball game, 38-29, 2:30 left to play here in the third quarter. And Coach Mickey Hardy's going to take a timeout to rally his troops as Franklin County is clawing back in this one. We're going to be right back. You're watching Eagle Basketball right here on your neighborhood network, Cable 12. Colonel basketball following the timeout. So we get ready to reset. 2:18 left to play here in the third. 9-point lead for the Colonels, up 38-29. Coach Hardy wanting an opportunity to talk with his team to get the offense set up here.
Eagles set up in that tough zone defense.
Late foul call there. It's going to be on 33. Desmond Hudson, that'll be his second. Ball will stay with the Colonels. Second team foul of the half for the Eagles.
Give Coach Hardy a little credit for that. He was in the ear of the official on.
Loose ball working its way around. That shot doesn't fall. Cleaning up the glass is C.J. Good, picking up his 10th point, making his presence known around the rim. The Colonels, the first to break into the 40s, up 40-29, 11-point lead with 1:35.
This William Fleming team is great about following up their shots. If they don't make it, you can bet that the shooter's going to be somewhere close to that basket.
Absolutely, and that'll be a timeout by head coach Tom Herring. He's going to talk to his young men with 1:35 left to play here in the third. We're going to be right back. You're watching Eagle Basketball right here on your neighborhood network, Cable 12. Josh Luckett to inbound the ball for the Eagles with 1:30 left to play here in the third quarter following their timeout. Work it into the corner. Quick passes around the outside.
Fleming now in the zone defense, changing it up a little bit, maybe confusing the Eagles a little bit.
Quick passes here. We're seeing something that we saw out of the Colonels early in this ball game, looking to break the pressure in the zone defense of the Eagles. Long possession here for Franklin County. That's a long three. Luckett will save it back to Samir Elliott. Here's a long three. That one's going to be too strong. Rebound pulled down by Jackson. Excuse me, that was A.J. Fuller. Somehow Hudson fights through the contact to get that pass off. Hudson's going to be fouled. That's going to be on Grogan as first. Second team foul of the half.
Sort of a lackadaisical pass there by Luckett caused all of that to happen.
Ziegler works it back around to Elliott, back to Ziegler. Quickly working around the outside. Hudson is the man in the corner. Ball score pass back to Hudson. Good penetration. This is what you're going to find some open space. Foul on the floor. That's going to be on Grogan. That'll be his second.
You got to like this. These outside guys making something happen against this zone defense. But passing's the way they're going to beat it. If they can move those passes quick enough to catch Luckett over in this corner.
Long three there, off target. Good defensive possession by the Colonels. And after 3 quarters of play, we've got an 11-point lead for William Fleming, up 40-29. Fleming with 16 points there in the third quarter. And that would be 7 points for the Eagles. Excuse me, 13 points. Math eluding me there. But we're going to be back with fourth quarter action. You're watching Eagle Basketball right here on your neighborhood network, Cable 12. ready now to start the fourth quarter. Franklin County's found himself an 11-point deficit here, Mike. And this zone defense is making things a little bit more difficult on Franklin County. They've had a couple more opportunities, but good change, good adjustment here by head coach Mickey Hardy.
Yeah, it was. It's just any kind of change like that throws a team that's getting a few opportunities, throws them off, and has to try to recoup and try another thing. Just an errant pass there by Hudson is the only thing kept the Eagles from scoring there, because Luckett was open underneath.
You know, the only thing worse for an offense is a team going into the zone, but also going into the zone and playing it well. And that's what you saw Fleming using that speed and quickness to cover a lot of floor.
Yeah, those passes are going to have to be spot on if you're going to go underneath with that ball.
Colonel's getting a little bit impatient. And that's going to be A.J. Fuller driving. He'll go to the line to shoot two. Fouls on 33, Desmond Hudson. I have that as his third.
Eagles foul call on number 33, Desmond Hudson. That is his third. Team foul number 3.
That first free throw will be good.
Fuller was 7 points tonight.
It's his first make from the free throw line. He's now 1 for 2. He'll sink both of those. Now he's 8 points, 2 for 3 from the line. Just like that, the lead for the Colonels out to 13. Good quick passing. It's going to be kicked away to Bowling. Luckett finds position. He got lost on the baseline. He's going to pick up his 11th point, and it is an 11-point lead now for the Colonels. And I would expect to see them slow things down in the offensive end, forcing Franklin County to extend that defense out, get a little bit of lanes.
It's going to open it up in the middle. You're right, Kevin. I think that's the plan.
And Kanai Turner handling the basketball around to Grogan.
Actually bringing them out of that zone defense, probably.
That's going to be a pull-up jumper by Grogan. That's his 9th point. That was a good possession. Took time off the clock and resulted in 2 points. Coach Herring's going to take a timeout as his team down by 13, 44-31 on the Franklin Finance scoreboard. 5:56 left to play in this one. You're watching Eagle basketball right here on your neighborhood network, Cable 12. Team fouls apiece. Possession arrow in favor of the Colonels with 5:45 left to play in this one. Luckett spotted up from the G. That's off the back of the iron. Luckett picks up the long offensive board, takes it to the hoop, absorbs the contact. Long pass, Witcher picks up St. Justy in transition. St. Justy absorbs the contact as well. Hudson has it poked away. This is going to be Deshaun Grogan. And just like that, he finds the back of the iron. And this is going to be Hudson from the corner. He will be fouled, and he'll go to the line to shoot two.
Yeah, I know what the coach is saying. Just do the layup.
Be the second on Good, 4th team foul. Going to put Hudson on the line. He's 1 for 2, 3 points. He'll sink the first. With that, we'll have A.J. Fuller check back into the ball game. Grogan will check out. Second will be good. 2 for 3, 4 points.
Eagles spreading the scoring out pretty evenly, up and down.
Yeah, just an 11-point lead here for the Colonels. Franklin County has to find a way to force a defensive stop here with 5 minutes. Floater down the lane. That one doesn't fall. Hahn comes away with the rebound. Works it to Ziegler, who will quickly work it. And that one will be deflected away by Bannister. And again, Coach Hardy wanting his team to run time off of this clock with an 11-point lead and 4.5 minutes left to play. Coach Hardy's going to take another timeout to stress that point. We'll take one, too. You're watching Eagle Basketball right here on your Neighborhood Network, Cable 12. Colonel basketball following the timeout. Franklin County has dropped into that man-to-man defense in order to combat the Colonels, who are looking to extend the floor back out to the half court. Good passing here. Tough shot in the lane, doesn't fall. Luckett will poke it away to Hudson, who works it to Elliott. Excuse me, that's Witcher. Witcher will be hit with the offensive foul. That'll be his third.
Yeah, knew that one all at half court that was coming.
Coach Herring not happy with that call. Still an 11-point lead for the Colonels. That one stolen away by Hudson. Draws the contact, and he'll go to the line to shoot two. Foul's going to be on Turner. That'll be his second.
And now we have a foul for Colonels. Tonight Turner, that's his second.
Hudson with 5 points so far.
So we're prepared to shoot the second. Less than both. It will stay with the Eagles. I have Deshaun Grogan check back into the ball game for the Colonels. Franklin County inbounds to Luckett. Draws the contact, but does get his 13th point. Franklin County clawing back, Mike, down by 9, but needing a defensive stop as the clock starting to become an enemy with 3:30 left to play in this one. St. Just will drive down the baseline. Shot doesn't fall, rebound pulled down by Turner. And St. Just bring it to the point. 3:15 left to play. Works it back to Turner. Turner will turn the corner.
Bannister with a good drive there for his 9th point. I'm sorry, Turner for his first 2.
Bucket there in transition. Foul in midcourt.
Eagles foul called on number 5, Josh Luckett.
Foul's on Luckett. That'll be his second.
Team foul number 5.
5th team foul of the half. Also have Jacob Stockton check in. Bryce Witcher will check out. to Grogan. Back around to Bannister. It's the high post screen. Work its way back to Turner. Stockton will extend out the defense. Back up to Bannister. Good clock management here by the Colonels. Franklin County going to have to foul with 2:15. Stockton will pick up his first 16 foul.
He's going to call it number 50, Jacob Stockton. That's his first. Team foul number 6.
Franklin County's found themselves in a point here, Mike. You're down by 9. Have to foul to stop the clock, as well as put the Colonels on the line.
Stockton doing a good job out there. Hudson getting the foul, his 4th.
Yeah, Stockton was doing all he could to get the foul call.
That's his 4th.
And Hudson will pick up his 4th. Now we'll put Grogan on the line shooting the 1-and-1. Opportunity here to extend the lead out. Franklin County also has to be ready to box out on a miss. There's the miss. A.J. Fuller fought for the rebound. Franklin County needing to foul quickly again. You don't want Hudson to be the one committing the foul, because that's going to be his 5th. I think that's what he's
Eagles fan number 33.
indicating. That'll be his 5th. He'll close out the night with 7 points. Noah Schaefer will come in for him. We'll put Grogan back on the line, shooting the 1-and-1.
Grogan with 9 points.
Misses that one. Ziegler picks up the rebound. Looks to push. They get to Schaefer in the corner. Quickly gets it in. Blocked from the behind by Grogan. And the foul will be called.
Coach Herring discussing with the officials his point of view on calling fouls, I think,
Eagles fans
or at least one.
It's his first.
Foul's going to be on Noah Schaefer. That's his first. Put C.J. Good on the line. He's got 10 points. This is his first trip to the charity stripe. He will sink that one. Now has 11. It's back to a 10-point lead for the Colonels.
Well, if they get an opportunity to get a rebound here, you should go after it pretty aggressively, because there's so much for that idea. When you don't miss it, there's no problem.
Franklin County down by 11 with 1:15 left to play, needing to shoot and get an opportunity at quick buckets. Here's going to be a long 3 by Witcher. That's going to be good. He now has 9 points. That's his first from behind the arc. It's now an 8-point ball game. That one's going to be poked away by Witcher.
Good defensive play there by Witcher. Bannister completely wide open underneath the basket for a layup. He knocks that pass away. 8-point lead.
A lot of contact on the far side. Technical foul will be called on Bryce Witcher. We've got Witcher and Turner getting tied up.
Witcher's 4th.
So they will shoot the 2 free throws, followed by the tech. It doesn't matter at this point, because they're going to get the basketball back.
Yeah.
But it'll be 4 free throws upcoming here for the Colonels. Blind guys will gather up to talk about this one. There will be 5 on Witcher after the official call.
Eagles foul is called on number 14, flagrant foul. Technical, he has been disqualified.
So that will be the end of the night for Witcher. He'll close out the night with 9 points. So now Hudson and Witcher both have fouled out. Discussion here by the blind guys with 55 seconds left to play in this one. 48-40 ball game, just an 8-point lead for the Colonels. Big free throws upcoming here for C.J. Good.
Yeah. Put it on out here.
Good will add the first. That's 13 points. Perfect 3 for 3 from the line. He will make the second. He now has 14. So they will now inbounds the basketball here. With a 10-point lead. All squared away now. 55 seconds left in this one. Hahn with the foul.
Hahn with his first.
Eagles foul number 32, Logan Hahn. That's his first.
That will put C.J. Good back on the line. Don't want to foul that young man. He's perfect 4 for 4 for 14 points.
That's right. It's got to be 4 others out there somewhere.
He will miss the first. Prepare to shoot the second. He will make the second. 11-point lead now for the Colonels. That one will be stolen away by Bannister. The bucket will be good. 9 points now for Bannister. Luckett will pick up his 3rd foul.
That was a little late on that foul. Really didn't bother the shot. Bannister with an opportunity to get his 8th point and possibly 9th. I'm sorry, he already had his 9th.
It's about 10 now, Mike.
Now he's got 10.
Down to 30 seconds. A lot of action here to close out this one. Luckett will fire the 3. Too strong off the back of the iron. Foul's going to be called. It's going to put Good back on the line with his 14 points. It's going to be on Ziegler. Good 4 for 4, 14 points on the night. See if you can add to that total here. Missed the first. .3 seconds left. You will make the second. 15 points now for C.J. Good. Now a 15-point lead for the Colonels. Good move. That one's going to be blocked by Good. That should all but wrap up this ball game. They'll work it up to Bannister. Now we'll bring a conclusion to this one with the Colonels coming up with a 55-40 win here tonight Recapping our scoring first for the Colonels, 15 points for C.J. Good, 10 points for Saquon Bannister, 10 points for Donovan St. Justine, 9 for Deshaun Grogan, 8 for A.J. Fuller, and 2 for Kenai Turner. Brings them to their final score of 55. You flip it over and you look at the Eagles, their leading scorer, Josh Luckett with 13, 9 points for Bryce Witcher, 8 for Jacob Stockton, 7 for Desmond Hudson, and 2 points for Evan Hahn. Brings them to their final score of 40. And that's going to wrap up our telecast here tonight with the Colonels coming away with a 55-40 win over William Fleming. The Eagles will be back in action tomorrow night against Magna Vista. They'll close out the regular season on the road coming up on the 7th of February at Williamsburg. And then we'll look towards postseason action. The Colonels, their next ball game after this one, they'll close out at home against PH on the 6th. And then on the 7th, they'll be at home against Lord Botetourt. Final score for the final time tonight, William Fleming 55, Franklin County 40. You've been watching Eagle Basketball right here on your neighborhood network, Cable 12.